What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. This is RuPaul's Drag Race Season 13, Episode 2. So, look, we picked up where we left off last week with Ru saying, listen, out of all of you pork chop room members, y'all need to figure out who going home. And so the lipsticks come out, and all the ladies have to vote. And basically, all they have to decide is the looks. Like, that's really the only thing they're making a decision on, because they don't know what the other person did as far as the lip sync is concerned. They didn't really have a major conversation. And so all of the ladies vote, and it comes down to, it's a tie between Utica and Elliot with the T. So now they have to vote again with just the two of them, right? And Elliot with the T unanimously was voted home, right? Okay, so then we go through, the introduction and stuff. We come back. The girls that won are all in the workroom. They all having their little conversation. Like, you really think this is us? And you really think that's what it is? And, oh my goodness, I can't believe that it's just us. And, oh well, them girls went home. That whole conversation. And Ru comes in, and I liked Ru's suit this week. I think it didn't really pop, but I liked it. It was very, compared to the suits that Ru usually come through there with, and the patterns and stuff, it was a very, I don't want to say bland, but I liked it, because I could tell that the pattern had a pattern on the actual suit, but the camera sort of washed it out. You couldn't really tell what was going on. But either way, so so Ru is talking, and Ru tells them what the challenge is. So this week's the mini challenge is, it's going to be a fashion show. You have to do a day look and you have to do a night look, right? And then Ru says, but you know what? I always feel like sometimes, mistakes are made, And Ru said, it's not always a bad thing to be voted off first, because, and then, he went through all the different, people who left first. Obviously, Pork Chop was famously voted off first on the first season of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 1. But, of course, we have the Changelas of the world and the Vanjis of the world. And, obviously, we know what happened with that. So then Ru says, so, in the spirit of, first people going home making the mistakes, I feel like somebody was done wrong and somebody deserves a second chance. And who comes walking in the door? Elliot with a T. I said, oh, that's the game we playing, Ru? That's what we doing now? Okay, cool. So, honestly, I kept waiting for the rest of the girls to show up. Because I was like, well, if Elliot back, I know everybody back. I kept waiting. Ru went through the whole, mini challenge description. And we're going to have two looks. It's going to be a day look and a night look. I said, okay, so when the queens come out to do their runway, the losers are going to be there. They're going to be part of the audience, right? That's going to be the gag, right? So I was waiting for them. When the fashion show started, it was Ru, Michelle, and Ross, socially distanced. I said, okay, well, all right. So let's get to these looks, and we'll keep talking about what did and what did not happen, child. Now, y'all know I ain't about to sit here and give y'all a whole bunch of pictures. I'm sorry. You gotta go watch the episode if you want to see it for yourself. But let's start from the beginning. Let's work our way back. So the first look was supposed to be a daytime look. We had Got Mick. I keep wanting to say Got Mick. Had on this latex dress with this whole rainbow thing working. Wasn't one of my favorites. I really wasn't here for it too much. Candy Muse had on a gown. Gorgeous gown. But there was nothing daytime about that gown. That was definitely Night at the Opera. That was definitely hot. That wasn't a daytime look at all. I'm sorry. It looked nice though, Miss Candy. It looked nice. Lala Ree. I liked Lala's daytime look because it looked like a daytime look. She had on braids. She had a sundress that was very flowy. I could see that outfit that she had on, although it may not have been the most complicated look, that's the kind of look that if you're on vacation, you can wear during the day. And if you got to stay, still keep that on and go to dinner at night, you are good to go. right? You could wear it with some sandals. You could wear it with some heels, right? You could even throw on some sneakers if you want to play it that way. I thought it was a cute look. But okay. Olivia Lux had on this very reminiscent of a 1960s mod style dress with the feathers on the sleeves and feathers along the bottom. I liked it with like a red flip wig. It was real cute. I liked it. Simone, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all now what my critique of Simone is gonna be the whole season. And I'm just going to say it now because I feel like if I don't, I'm going to say it 20,000 times. So I'm going to say it once and I'm just going to live with it because clearly she doesn't do this. Okay. Simone, she had on this suit that was like cut down the front, but there was absolutely no cleavage. I like my queens to wear some cleavage. I know that not every woman is stacked. I get that. I know that there's some A cups in the world and there's some B cups in the world. I get it. I got it. But to me, it's just missing something. It's just missing something. When there's just a flat chest. I mean, even an A cup give you a little bump. Y'all got what I'm saying? Anyway, but the soup had like this whole little cape thing in the back. Didn't really do a lot for me. Tina Burner had this tutu thing with the bow. It was okay, I guess. Elliot with two T's came through with this beret. Very French looking outfit with the little corset, the little red beret tip to the side. I liked it. I like the look. Okay. So then we have our nighttime look. We got Mick. I was so here for Got Mick's nighttime look. She had the pasty over the one little boob. Now, somebody's going to say, you just said a whole lot about Simone not having anything on. And I did. And Got Mick had nothing. Maybe, I'm not going to say that, but you're right. But I did like the look, so I don't know. Call it a double standard. We're gonna move on. Candy had on this latex dominatrix thing. Now listen, I was here for the whole dominatrix naughty nighttime look. Here's what I wasn't here for. There was a big hole in the back that I feel like a tail was supposed to go in there, and I feel like either she left the tail at home or forgot to put the tail on or couldn't get the tail on or something happened with that tail. But there was a big old hole like in the middle of her back, and I feel like there was supposed to be something in that hole. I'm just saying. Lala Ree loved her nighttime look. Okay, she was giving me cleavage. She was giving me sheer at the top, leather. She said pleather, but leather dress. I was here for it. Red wig, all that good stuff. Olivia Lux was giving me very cocktail dress, I know when I get to the club, I'm going to be sitting in VIP all night. It was real cute. Now, she thought she was a night at the opera. But, baby, listen, I liked it, Olivia, but you was nobody's night at the opera. You was nobody's night at the opera, okay? I'm just going to tell you. Now, I liked you, but you wasn't nobody's night at the opera, okay? Simone, I was not here. I did not like Simone's second look. I didn't like it. She had some braids that I thought were hideous. They were ugly. I did not like them. The dress looked like a sheet over a bodice. I just didn't like it. I didn't like her look at all. I didn't. Tina Burner gave me latex red. I liked it. It was red latex. Yeah, I liked it. Elliot loved Elliot's look. And by this time, now I'm starting to think, you know what? And this is why first impressions can be horrible, because about Elliot's second look, I was so here for it. I was like, I'm so sorry Elliot got voted off, because Elliot is giving me something. And y'all know I was one of the people last week that was like, Elliot can go. But baby, what a difference a day makes, okay? Now, the conversation in the workroom, nobody trusts Elliot. Nobody trusts Elliot, because everybody is like, Elliot, what are you here for? What are you doing? Why are you here? How did you get here? Nobody's supposed to be here. Like, everybody is giving Elliot the side eye, like, I don't know about this. I don't know about this. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I would probably feel the same way. Like, you know that these people got eliminated. Now, how he come back? Like, what happened on the other side that he gets a second chance, right? Then in the workroom, Elliot added fuel to the fire. Now, see, Elliot, what your move was you supposed to sit there and observe. You were supposed to make them come to you and find out what the tea was. You wasn't supposed to, ruffle no feathers. But what you did was you went straight for Miss Candy. Now, I don't know, out of all of them people in that workroom, I don't know if Candy was the one to come for, boo. But Candy was talking about, because her drag mother had been on Drag Race, Aja, and her sister Dahlia, who got voted off first last season, and she was just like, I already somewhat felt like I was a Ru girl by proxy, but now I really am a Ru girl, but and so Elliot gonna say, but do you feel any more extra pressure since, usually most people who come on here bragging about their drag mother, they don't usually do that well. But I was actually kind of here for it because Candy kind of smelling herself a little bit. So I was actually kind of here for it. So I just kind of went. Baby Candy was not here for it. Listen, Elliot, don't walk down the steps in front of Candy because you might just get up. And be a la showgirls going on in there, honey. So then we have our maxi challenge. I don't think anybody won the mini challenge, but the maxi challenge is they are going to remix a song, Congratulations, Rue's song. They're going to add their own verse, and then they're going to perform it, and they're going to make their own choreography. Excuse me. They're sitting down to write, and of course they're having the conversation about who can sing, who can write, who can do this, who can do that. Olivia, you made a mistake. Olivia starts telling them how she's actually a songwriter. Now, everybody knew about Tina Burner because Tina Burner was actually in a boy band. So it would have been kind of hard for Tina to hide the fact that she sort of had a musical background. But baby, ma'am, you didn't need to tell nobody that you had that. Don't tell nobody, girl. But anyway, so they had to write their verse. Now, here's what I can appreciate. This episode, I guess because there was so much going on, we didn't have to sit through the scenes of them actually trying to sing their song and rap their song and all the times they messed up. We ain't had to sit through none of that. Thank you so much. We get to the choreography and nobody wants to take the lead. You know why nobody wants to take the lead? Because that's the first person that gets thrown under the bus if something go wrong. The first person that gets thrown under the bus is the person who supposedly was doing the choreography. So everybody is sitting around like, you know how to dance? I don't know how to dance. You know how to dance, girl? I can't dance. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have no rhythm. Ain't nobody had no ideas. Now, Elliot took the smart route. Elliot sort of stood to the side and was kind of like, well, this is what I do for a living. But they already looking at me sideways. And I done already pissed Miss Candy off. So I'm going to just stay over here to the side. And I'm going to let them figure it out. And he let them figure it out until it got to a point where he just couldn't handle it no more. And then finally he said, well, I tell you what. If we turn there, then on our left foot we can pivot, step, jump right, kickball chain into a split, circle, twirl, Perrier, plie, boom. And everybody was looking at him like, so you could have done this the whole time. You had to sit here looking crazy. That's what's going on here. But I'm with you. Like I just told Olivia, don't let them... Listen, you don't have to tell them everything. You don't have to tell them everything. Okay? So they got this sorry-ass choreography together. It was sorry. That was weird. That was terrible. Now, Jamal Sims was one of the judges. And I know he was sitting there the whole time like, I don't know why Ru ain't fly me out 2 days earlier. Because this right here is sorry. Because that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, sorry. But they performed, now here's the thing. While they were practicing, they were listening to each other's verse. And got Mick on his verse, he talked about being trans. Being a trans man. He said, born a woman, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. And he was like, oh my goodness, I didn't think about the fact that they would hear that I was trans for the first time in this way, and I haven't even talked to them about my journey. And so it kind of got him out of his head for a minute. It kind of got him all up in here, and he screwed up a little bit or whatever, you know. So he was the first one to start off the performance, and when he started off with the performance, he was a little off, right? He was a little off. And then Candy came through. Now, Candy's performance was all right. The problem was when she got done doing her little rap, ba-da-da-da-da, she was thrown off. And she messed up the choreography. Now, Jamal told her later on, Jamal said, listen, if you're in the front, there's no such thing as messing up the choreography until you tell us you messed up the choreography. So, you never act like you messed up. You just act like you were doing your own thing, and it was part of the act. The rest of the ladies were okay. Olivia did really well. I wasn't crazy about her lip syncing, but she did really well. I feel like I'm nitpicking if I say something about that. The judges loved Simone's thing, and it didn't do a lot for me. And I like Simone, so I don't want nobody to think I'm just being a hater. I'm not. I like Simone. I do. Then Elliot came on and slayed. Do you hear me? Elliot slayed. Elliot wasn't stupid. Elliot said, I'm gonna let y'all come up with all this sorry ass choreography, and then when it's my turn, I'm about to slay this bitch. And that's what Elliot did. Elliot drop kick, step, ball chain, like I said, all that other stuff, champ. So now they're back in the workroom, and the runway is LeMay, right? The runway is LeMay. So Got Mick was able to have a conversation with Olivia about being trans and that whole journey. And, you know, Olivia was like, you know, yesterday when we were doing our choreography, that kind of wasn't the right time to sort of have a whole conversation about it. But now I feel like we can talk about it, and, you know, I can let, you know, her know that I'm here for her. And so she asked about pronouns, which I think is very important. And, you know, Mick was like, I think people overthink it. When I'm in drag, it's she, her, you know. When I'm out of drag, it's him, he. You know, like, it's the same as it would be for anybody else, you know. And so I think people sometimes get overly sensitive, and I feel like I did it already too. I was calling Mick him, and I was calling everybody else her. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I did it too. And so, you know, it is a conversation. And so I thought it was a good conversation. So the final runway, LeMay. So it was LeMay. So we have Got Mick. I was loving everything about it. Got Mick had this headpiece. It was this latex, the whole bodysuit with the exaggerated hips, and it had a cape, and I was here for the whole thing. I was here for all of it. Got Mick, I was here for all of it. We already know that the makeup is going to be slayed, right? Candy was cute. Candy had like a little nightie, and then it had a reveal to it. I was here for it. I thought it was really cute. Very Valley of the Dolls type thing. La Ree, bitch. 24 karat. I wrote in my notes, gold member. 24 karat gold. All the way down with a gold sheer like cape. La Ree, you did that. You did that. Olivia Lux, I loved Olivia Lux's outfit. It looked something straight out of a glamour magazine from the 1960s. It was this long skirt with this shoulder out halter thing, but it was LeMay. It was like but it was that light gold LeMay. It wasn't that slap you in your face gold. It was very light gold, like a dusted gold. Oh, I loved with the coiffed hair. Oh, bitch, Olivia. Woo, you did that. Simone did the opposite of what everybody else did, and that always stands out. When you are not literal with your interpretation, it always stands out. Very Jan from last season, right? she had a boxing outfit on. So the LeMay was the boxing outfit. She had the boxing gloves and all of that. I was like, okay, Simone, I see you. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Tina Burner, again, up until this point, all we've been seeing Tina Burner in is red, orange, and yellow. Like the fireman colors. And I'll be honest with you, I was getting sick of it. And I was like, please don't tell me this woman gonna wear red, orange, and yellow the whole season, because I'm not here for that. But Tina Burner came out as the Tin Man. And it was very cute. The whole outfit was together. She had a clutch that looked like an axe handle. I mean, an axe, top of an axe, and had a whole cutout of a heart on her shirt. I was like, okay, I'm here for that. I was here for it. And last but not least, Elliot with a T. I didn't like this one, Elliot. You lost me with this one. It looked very 80s prom dress, figure skater outfit, Tanya Harding. Like, I wasn't here for it, Elliot. It was a no for me, dog. But, baby, it didn't matter. You had done that. The performance was everything. And I kind of gave you guys the judges' critiques as I've been talking. The biggest criticism that I thought was given was about when you make the mistake. Got Mick sort of being out of it, but getting back into it. And Tina Burner, Michelle Visage said, listen, I know you used to work in clubs, but you got to learn your cameras and your angles. Your camera is your friend. That turning your back to the camera thing, you got to make sure you're keeping your face right here, right here, right here, right? So the two top queens was Olivia Lux and Simone. They were in the top. Everybody else was safe. There is no elimination. However, the lip sync was very all-stars. The two top queens are going to lip sync for a cash tip of $5,000. So Simone and Olivia lip sync to Beat of My Heart. I enjoyed the lip sync. I thought Simone won. If I had to judge, it was Simone for me. But the judges, I thought Olivia won, but the judges disagreed. It was Simone. But again, everybody was safe, so Simone wins the $5,000 tip. Now, here's the thing. You already know what's going to happen now. If that's what went down this week, next week, it's going to be all of the losers are going to basically do the same thing. And then I'm thinking we may have an elimination. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to go 3 weeks and nobody get eliminated, but you never know. Listen, they got all kinds of twists and turns going on. I feel like it's Big Brother. Expect the unexpected, honey. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in those comments. Peace.